think that's the first time I've ever told a guy to get up on that thing.
Sure.
I think you told Stan that a few times.
I'm wondering.
Not quite like that.
No, I didn't say anything.
So are they seeing anything abnormal or unexpected on the dark side of the moon?
Yeah, they know it's hollow now.
It rings like a bell.
Yeah, it rings like a bell.
Sean's theory is there's a bell
They
inside.
knocked on it.
I feel a big kiss my ass coming on. All right, just to be clear for those listeners out there was a story put out there in the 60s or something?
Sure.
I think it was a meme.
It was not a meme. They didn't have memes back then. It's all true government information similar to our food pyramid. What, like...
It smells like chicken soup.
You're referring to our Risky for the Second
Hold on,
half.
you didn't finish the story about the ringing the bell.
Well,
you read some crazy story that somebody said that the moon was hollow, and if you knocked on it with a hammer, it would ring like a bell.
No, something had happened where they launched something at the moon, and it impacted the moon, and it rang like a bell. And they said, based on that the moon was partially hollow.
Yeah, and we laughed.
Well, you know what? It's
thought that was ridiculous.
It does sound ridiculous, but you know what is also ridiculous?
Yes.
The fact that there's a moon around Earth spinning in the solar system that's stuck in this vacuum that we have. It's an infinity. If you start wrapping your head around it, that's all ridiculous.
It is kind of a deep thought there.
It is. So we don't know jack shit about jack shit. So when it comes to these
Jupiter
things,
has like 11 moons, though.
More than that.
15.
Yeah, whatever.
Keep going.
There's just a ton of stuff going on out there, and I think I'm fascinated by this Artemis exploration, by them wrapping around the room. Are they around now? Do they?
Yes.
Successfully have slingshot?
They have 95 moons. Holy cow!
Yes, they have.
Whoa! Jeff was wrong.
I know.
I
said keep going.
Jeff is like the
Did anybody hear that?
almanac
I said keep going.
of the podcast, and he was wrong again. Noted.
Well, he could be right and AI could be wrong.
Yes.
So there's that.
Well, we don't question AI.
Yes.
Jared, what's going on?
Jared, don't say something like that again. That's
Thank you for the support.
It's getting
feeding into the fire.
So back to the dark side of the moon. Are they finding something on that side that was unexpected, or just more craters?
So a couple
craters.
things. They
like
said
a Pizza Hut.
It's shockingly rugged. It's more rugged than they were expecting.
We think that's because it's frozen?
And they are seeing brown and green hues in colors that they're not exactly sure what exactly that is. There we go.
Oil-based?
There's some, yeah. So anyway, fascinating. Some hues they don't really weren't expecting to see. Look at the detail there.
Yeah, that is kind of crazy. That looks like charring.
So we're looking at things that humans have never seen before. I mean, other than
Other than the people that went up there 50 years ago, yeah.
No.
They didn't land on the dark side.
They made it clear that these were things that human eyes have never laid eyes on, even though there have been missions around the moon and stuff like that. So I don't know how to explain that. I don't know why they're saying that, but this is stuff that has never been seen.
Maybe it was nighttime.
Folks, so this is the second half of the Dudes Like Us podcast. It's Tuesday, April 7th, 2026. Dudes Like Us podcast. Thank you, Chuck, our producer.
They both work.
Yeah, Chuck, yeah. Dudes Like Us, I'm Sean.
I'm Paul.
No, I'm Jeff.
I'm Jared.
I'm Vaughn.
I didn't have dinner tonight, so these...
that's the norm.
Do you know how many times we've heard that? Sorry, guys, I didn't eat. I've been fasting for 30 days.
It has happened. I lose like a pound.
I don't get it. Your strategy sucks.
You haven't eaten 30 days and you only lost 1 pound?
That seems to be...
Bond, that's exactly what we say. This is not effective.
It didn't say drink.
Well, maybe it's not consecutive fasting. You just fast between meals, I think.
Not consecutive
fast
days.
between meals.
That might be it.
No, I mean, I'm a huge proponent for fasting. Frankly, I haven't done it in about 3 months. I haven't, and I feel it too, especially after all the holidays and all Easter. We went over to the in-laws' house for Easter. By the way, did you guys celebrate that anywhere? What'd you guys do?
For Easter?
Yeah, we went over to your house. We had lunch.
Went to church on Saturday. I had dinner with Yasmin and Brandon Sunday.
Nice.
And dinner with Camden and Steven on Saturday.
Those are his kids.
Those are my kids.
And their fiancés.
Yeah.
For our listeners out there. Dudes Like Us, I'm Sean.
We already did this.
We already did that.
Go!
Oh.
And you haven't eaten in 30
Holy
days.
shit! You kidding me?
You see what
I
happens?
didn't hear Jared chime in. I was looking at it.
We can edit in
He
post.
said Jared, and he
Fucking
said
edit
Vaughn.
that. Jesus Christ! Write that down.
No, we're not
No,
editing
it's
that.
staying in.
That's definitely staying in. What about you guys? You have a good
Holy
Easter weekend with
shit.
your families, with your loved ones? Some good stuff?
Yeah.
Well, all my kids are adults, so they all did their own thing. I just stayed home and chilled.
Okay.
Do your
Nothing wrong
kids,
with
are they
that.
local or have they moved
Oh,
on?
they all live here. I have a 30-year-old, a 26-year-old, and a grandson, and a 20-year-old. Yeah, they're all
You didn't mail a Easter basket to your son, your grandson?
no.
Wow.
Oh, God
Is there judgment there,
as a
Sean?
matter of fact,
Is
you know?
there's something
Well,
no,
I
bitch.
mean, he's 2, so I mean,
Oh, there you go. There you
he's
go.
not gonna eat a bunch of jelly beans and candy, so he doesn't. You give him a cardboard box and he's fine.
Oh, yeah. I remember those days.
He's,
Right.
at, he's
Yeah.
at that age right now.
The
What about you,
salad
Jared?
days.
Spend some time with family? Do something cool?
No, this is what I did. It's a stupid story, so if you want to edit this out, I completely understand.
No, there's no
but
editing.
my daughter's shower has only been hot. There's something's wrong where it wasn't working. So I decided on Sunday I was going to fix it,
Nice.
and I went and I figured out how to like take out the guts of it, and then I went to Home Depot to like go get the new valve cartridge, and
Oh,
it
the
wasn't
cartridge.
open on Sunday. So I had to come back home
Home
and
Depot?
fix it. Yeah, they weren't open on Sunday. It was Easter. They said we're not open.
They,
my
said,
bad.
they said they're not open.
I guess so, but I had to like then go
Who told
fix
you
the
that they were not
broken
open?
shower that I've already turned off the water for my family. And
So you called.
no, I didn't call.
Well, you said they told you.
Just showed up.
Did you show up like 4 in the morning?
Well, no, I
No, they're
went
closed.
I went. They're closed. I didn't
They
go to-
were seriously. They're open every day.
Not
on
Not
Easter.
Easter.
Or Christmas Day.
I did not know that.
I figured Christmas, but I didn't realize that Easter.
It's the opposite
So
of
hold on.
Christmas.
It's the opposite of Christmas.
It
I
is
thought
the
that would
opposite of
be
Christmas.
in June or July. June would be the opposite of
Well, it's the
Christmas.
opposite holiday, not the opposite time.
Now I get
but-
that now.
Anyway, finish your story.
So did you put the cartridge back in?
I had to go put it back in, otherwise I can't turn the water back on.
Right.
Yeah. So
Well, you can, then
You're gonna
Whatever
do,
happened
you're
to
gonna do
Paul.
what Paul had to do.
yeah.
No, I didn't do anything.
But,
Of course you did.
but there was a silver lining to this story. I heard it earlier.
So they're not open, but Amazon is, and Amazon will deliver on Easter Sunday.
Are you
Not
serious?
only that,
Are you
Same-
serious?
I got
Same
my.
day.
Not only that, it was half the price. So I feel like we all won when you think about
Same
it.
day.
yeah.
Anyway,
Same day?
Were you able
day.
to slide in there? No problem.
I mean, there was some. Well, it
Yes,
wasn't-
you fixed
I
it.
fixed it. It took care of it. Yeah.
Yeah, those things are a pain in the ass. I had to
Yes.
replace one up here, and it was so corroded, and I couldn't get it out. And I ended up puncturing the
Breaking
pipe,
it, Yeah.
and I was just like, shit. So we had to call a plumber,
Yeah.
and they came out. They're like, yeah. He goes, I do like 6 of these a day. He goes, just call me next time and spend the $200.
Well, and because they have the right tools. There's
Yep.
like a certain tool that makes it easier, way easier.
Well,
And
I
just-
had that.
Just find the right YouTube video.
Yeah.
I had to
Oh,
watch
8.
like 8 YouTube videos to figure out how to fix this thing, but I still fixed it, and I was really excited.
There we go.
Now, was my 10-year-old daughter excited? Nope. Couldn't care less. I knew that her shower's fixed. This means nothing to
Yeah.
her.
That was
so-
the biggest item on the list that you crossed off.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's huge.
I thought so. So
So you know what? You sound like you're like me. You're willing to tackle any problem that you look at a YouTube video or several, and then you're like, I can do
my
that myself.
thought is, if I break it, okay, well then I'm
Then
going
I'll
to
call a
call the
professional.
plumber anyway.
You're
But
right
this
back where you
way,
were
I'm
starting.
starting from. Yeah, let me try it first and see what
Right.
happens.
there you
Right.
go.
Well, thankfully, it wasn't that corroded like Paul said, because there's some disasters out there from that, and Jeff has experienced that. He's probably experienced the worst outside of house flooding. You know,
Have you
Yeah.
flooded your house? Because I've done that.
I haven't done it on purpose. My water heater
No one
here.
does it
No
on
one does.
purpose.
No one does it on purpose,
I
but
got the garden hose.
You know
my
Today I'm
water
gonna
heater,
flood
which
my
is in the attic over the second floor, which is asinine, decided to blow up. Actually, the secondary reservoir
The
did,
tan.
and I had the waterfall going down the stairs, and all this carpet's new. That's why we're barefoot. My wife's like, no shoes anymore upstairs.
Nice.
So all new carpet, entire upstairs, a bunch of new walls, ceilings, and stuff like that. So yeah,
I've lived that.
It's not the really reason we're barefoot.
Oh, it isn't.
Yeah, it's for our, only feet.
oh yeah, only
Oh,
fans.
to keep our,
Only
our
feet.
Only
our
feet
feet
fans.
nice and
We got to generate that 10 cents.
I was wondering
a
why
week.
there was a camera under this table.
right.
no.
Seriously. Never mind.
So this Artemis
We
thing.
have to edit that again.
So this Artemis thing, I have a question. It may not be appropriate,
Oh boy.
Oh,
but you may be able to answer this because you have a familiar family member. How do astronauts shit while they're in space?
Through their butts.
Well, I know, but there's no gravity,
Yeah.
So-
Well,
so
Mine
it's not
just-
falling.
well, I mean, it doesn't fall, but it's still excreted.
So they have.
It's like toothpaste.
have
yeah,
you not?
it's like
Have you
toothpaste.
not heard?
I
what's
mean, do they
happened
have
up
like
there?
a suction they stick on their
Have you-
butt? Or
It's like a baby in a diaper.
Have you ever popped a straw into a Capri Sun and seen the magic that occurs?
I don't
I
think
don't
that's
think
the
it's
same.
the same.
Well, I mean, you apply a little pressure on the bowels and it excretes the stuff out.
I don't know.
All right. So obviously, you guys haven't heard that they had a toilet malfunction on the Artemis.
Yeah, but the
It's
poop
a
doesn't
20
come out
hold
from
on.
gravity.
it's a $23 million toilet, and it malfunctioned. And they said they are experiencing some foul smells. Okay.
Look at the meme up there.
That's from Christmas Story.
You got the Christmas
Live
story.
shot
What is
of
his name?
Cousin Eddie.
Yeah, cousin Eddie's up
Christmas
there with
vacation.
my shitter's full.
So they have a toilet. I know
do.
I know a lot of them wear diapers.
$23 million, really?
Yes.
But when you're up
And
there
it-
for
and it
10 days,
malfunctioned.
It's a very gentle vacuum, I assume.
so that's what I mean. Is there something that's kind of vacuuming things where they're supposed to go?
I'm not sure how it works.
That is my understanding. There's a vacuum. There are diapers, my understanding as well, which I think it's
Worst
hard
case
to like
scenario.
train your brain to be like, it's okay to shit myself.
Yeah,
It's
but
gonna
you
be all
can't
right.
wear a diaper for 10 days.
Paul can do it. He just
Sure.
has
Yeah.
a rubber ball in his
We've
mouth.
had presidents wear them for 4 years.
Well, I would assume you
Come on,
use the
Ray.
diaper and then you clean yourself, right?
I would hope. I don't know. So anyway, that's as I drive my
And then,
bus. This is
you know
what
what
I
the
think.
problem was? Is Sean was flushing all the flushable wipes down the space toilet.
Oh, they're not flushing.
And it got clogged.
Well, look, $23 million is a lot of money for a toilet. So what I'm assuming, and mind you, after watching the movie with Matt Damon when he landed on the moon, is that this $23 million toilet probably takes the feces and vacuum packs it and stores it for analyzing for later. I'm assuming. I don't know.
Or for making potatoes.
Or for making crops.
There it
for
says that in the
pioneering.
Apollo missions, the astronauts would bag it.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Yeah, just like when you walk your dog.
Like Cologuard.
Well, you kind of want to know because those
Like
guys
Cologuard.
purge their systems a lot. It's kind of like when you go in for your colonoscopy, you take the magnesium nitrate stuff or citrate, whatever it's called, and it purges your
everything out.
system. Prior to those guys getting onto the ship, they purge their systems and they're on a very regulated diet. So if there's any altering from
We have
what would be
Nutella.
considered
That's not
they did
regulated.
have Nutella on there.
Nutella.
Did you guys hear about that?
No, I don't know that story yet.
Yeah.
This-
So see if you can pull that up.
This is great.
So somewhere in the process of doing these interviews on the I'm going to call it shuttle, but the Artemis, is it a shuttle? What is it?
It's a
It's a
spacecraft.
space
Capsule. What's
pod.
It's a capsule.
Capsule.
Spacecraft.
So they're doing the interview, and all of a sudden this little Nutella bottle, just like Nutella, just shows up right on there, little
Brand
free
placement.
advertising
Yeah.
for them.
It went crazy viral, and everybody was making jokes like, "That's the greatest, freest wonder." Look at that! It even like
Turned his logo.
turned to the camera. Yes, and Nutella jumped in on it and said, "Hey, we're happy to provide."
What are they doing? They repairing the toilet there?
No, they were just. I don't know what they're doing, but somebody opened up something. Look at that!
Looks like they're
That's
fixing a
great.
CPAP machine.
That's smart considering there's been like 12 tons of Kit Kat that got heisted and stolen, right? So now
Wasn't
you've
that
got
bizarre?
Yeah.
It'd have been funny if the Kit Kats went flying through the.
No.
Yeah, that's where they ended up is
Now-
on the
now we know
Where
where it
was
went.
that? That was in Europe.
In
wasn't
Europe.
it?
Yeah, I think France or something. Yeah.
Now what happened? I haven't heard this story.
Like, there was a whole truckload of Kit Kats that
Was
were heisted.
hijacked.
They took it all. So where are they going to sell that on the black market?
yeah, what
I
are you
don't-
going to do?
We know
you got that.
That's bizarre.
It is bizarre.
I wonder if there's an idea to tell people that you've been robbed, even if you haven't been robbed, just for the publicity of it all.
12 tons of Kit Kat product.
I like Kit Kats, but let's be honest.
I know.
Stolen in transit.
There's no-
from
Give me a
Central Italy.
break already.
They need to do a Kit Kat Reese's little mosh and do a peanut butter Kit Kat. Do they make that already?
Yeah, they already make that.
Gosh, bless it.
Isn't that a nutty butter?
Oh, the nut butter peanut butter cookies.
Isn't that what that is?
Of all the things to steal, don't you think there'd be something that would be more valuable than a truckload of
They
Kit
may not have
Kats?
known what was in it.
Yeah.
They're just like, here comes a truck. Let's take it.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess so.
Yeah, we don't really know
12
details on
tons.
that.
It's tons. That's what, 24?
4,000 pounds.
Yeah, that's too much.
That's going to melt and...
There's not a lot you can do with that.
Yeah, that seems kind of silly. And they're going to be on them. I mean, where are you going to sell that? Amazon? Even on the internet, they're going to track you down.
I think they'll just abandon it. They'll take as much as they can possibly carry and then just abandon it. But if they haven't up until this point, I guess I don't know.
Now, in your mind, does Kit Kat have the hyphen in it? Like, what's your Mandela effect? Is it hyphen or no hyphen?
That's no hyphen for me.
Yeah, I would say no.
I say no.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
Kit Kat. Does it have a hyphen in it somewhere? Is that the argument?
I'm sure, Chuck, you can find one version that has it or doesn't.
I didn't know
have
they had all these different flavors. Orange.
Yeah, in
orange-
Japan,
orange Kit Kat?
Austin brought home like 10 different flavors of Kit Kats. They were nuts for it. And
Well, it says wasabi, soy sauce, and sake.
Okay, that's gross.
Oh, shut the front door.
That's
Seriously? Wasabi Kit Kat? Actually, I'm intrigued now.
Do they have spam?
Can you buy that on Amazon?
Spam Kit Kats in Hawaii?
Spam? Is that a thing?
No, I'm just making that up.
But got me all enticed
there you
here.
go.
Am I the only one that eats spam here?
So, Chuck, Google
Do you eat spam?
fried
No.
chicken ice cream. Somebody sent me a picture.
I saw this. I don't know if it's real. Is it real?
I don't know.
It looks like looks like a drumstick.
Yes.
What is it?
Fried chicken ice cream.
No, that's not it. That's not what I saw anyway.
Well, that's not what I saw either, but it was ice cream, but whatever.
Scroll down.
Yeah, that might be like a fair food. I can see that.
Yeah,
So-
they fry everything.
Exactly, yeah.
So you said you
Like a
have is
drumstick?
it your sister's husband? Is that what it
My
was?
wife's uncle,
Your wife's uncle. That's way different.
Yeah.
Okay.
my sister's husband, would be my brother. Yeah,
Her
correct.
dad's brother.
God bless it. All right, moving
So
on.
many options.
Yeah, my brain just shut down. I was like Mitch McConnell for a second. So he's
wife's
an
uncle.
astronaut.
My wife's uncle is an astronaut. Yes, he's gone to space twice. We saw it once out of Florida, and it was crazy because it happened at 2:30 in the morning. Is when they decided to go up. I guess because that's when they were going to hit their destination. And as soon as the rocket went up, it was like daylight. It felt like you were in the morning, kind of thing. It
How
was
close were you?
As close as they'd let you be.
You're
from
still a couple miles
There you
away,
go.
I think, right?
Yeah, there's
And
like
it was a shuttle?
yeah,
Space shuttle?
space
Okay.
shuttle.
Nice.
Ooh. What year was that ish?
That's a good question. I'm going to say 18 years ago.
I was going to say 1823.
1885.
Basically, I think it's
When space travel was
17,
invented.
18, 17 years ago, yeah. The year back in my day.
I wasn't expecting that.
It's
Yeah, you
before
can't
the
pause after the 18.
it's before the
Yeah.
Wright brothers.
Well, that's really cool.
It was cool. It was really, really cool.
Yeah, it was also kind of scary. I mean, anytime someone goes up, was that before or after that space shuttle had exploded? Because the space shuttle exploded in 1985.
Well, the first one was 80.
It was after,
After.
significantly after, yeah.
Yeah, then the second
20 years
one that flew over us here.
That was 2001? Two.
Yeah, because the trajectory, that one who broke apart, that did that right over us.
Right over us.
And you saw probably more of it, but I remember being outside with my little 2-year-old at the time, and you saw the
Fragments.
fragments going over the sky. Yeah,
It was crazy.
we were like, "What is that?" Then you heard what it was.
Yeah, that was awful. So, did you hear any cool stories from your uncle? I mean,
I've heard lots of stories. I can't tell now if I figured out. So, like, I've heard a story that he got up after he came back to, Earth, and that he was so used to being in space for a while that when he got out of his bed, he didn't realize that he was no longer in zero gravity and fell down. Which I thought was a
I would
pretty
imagine
cool.
that would
How
be
long was he up
common.
there?
Like 10 days?
So 10 days. So I guess that's
It's a
long enough.
significant amount of time.
There's some guys that are up there for like 6-8 months, a year.
That's crazy.
Oh,
for
yeah.
that long.
Is that like if you're out in the boat and you get off, you still feel the waves?
Have you had a sidebar with him? Like, him, next to him, not sidebar, face-to-face conversation with him about aliens being out there? Did you see anything?
Yeah, we talked about that. He said he didn't see anything, but I didn't know till recently because he actually came to.
Well, hold on. Let me reframe that question. Not aliens, just weird shit.
Right.
Unexplainable stuff. That's kind of what I was getting at.
Oh, no, we haven't had to talk about that. Like, I didn't know till recently that when they were going up, because it's like 8 minutes of
Craziness.
constant, like,
Jesus.
Thrust.
G's and everything. Yeah.
Your sphincters clenched.
And,
kind of
they
thing.
train for that.
That's when the
for,
$23 million toilet's necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, right. But there were things apparently that didn't go according to plan, that they had to go to like plan B, or like, hey, something's not right, we need to fix something. And I didn't know that had taken place. Like the ascent, they're like, something's not right, we need to like fix something.
Damn.
But they had trained for that stuff. They trained for all the scenarios.
It's crazy to do it
Still.
on the fly. And
Still nerve wracking.
Yeah, when you're
sometimes
going
back
up-
then, back then they've got like the protractor. Your dad, for example, he has all these devices to measure they're on a scale, like an abacus style thing.
Like a slide rule?
Slide rule.
Ish. Yeah. But it's even more complicated because you're looking for like cosine. And what are the other 3-letter acronyms you find on a scientific calculator? You know, you hit the little button and it spins you off into the thing. They didn't have that back then. You had to
not
find,
in 1885. They didn't have a lot of things.
you had a little cross-reference slide scale that said, "Oh, a little cotangent there," or whatever. Anyways, so yeah, something happens, it derails them taking off, and they got to act quick.
Yeah.
Shit, and it could be simple, something as simple as the food shifting in the capsule,
Or the
you know?
Nutella flying through the.
Yes,
And hitting the switch. Crap. Now we're going back.
It is amazing how they plan for the backup to the backup to the backup to the backup. Plan B, Plan C, Plan D. You know what I mean? They have to. Yeah. I mean, it's.
What was the Apollo that they dumped everything on the table? They said, figure
13.
out how to get. Was it 13?
13.
Yeah, because
that was a
they were
movie.
doing shit they didn't even plan for.
Yeah. So I think that's even fascinating. They said, this is everything they have on board. They dumped it out. At least in the movie they did this. Dumped it out and says, figure it out.
Yeah.
Because they were the filter, the oxygen. They were
carbon
not,
dioxide.
They were not able to. Yes, they were not able to filter the carbon dioxide, and so they were starting to run into problems because it was not designed for 3 people. It was designed for 1 person or something like that. So they had to make some modifications. And yes, they dumped everything on the table and
Have
said,
you guys seen the movie with Tom Hanks, Apollo 13?
"Please tell
Yes.
me you've seen it."
Yes.
It's a good movie.
Great movie.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Did you know when they filmed the weightless scenes? Do you know how they did it?
Dropping planes, like the planes, right?
The vomit comet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
I
literally
don't
just
think they call it the vomit.
yeah,
they
called
did.
the vomit comet.
They call it the guppy, I think.
No, it's called the vomit comet,
Vomit
and they went
comet.
straight down and to where they.
And I think they said
Experienced-
everyone got sick except for maybe Ron Howard didn't, or there's some like one or two, almost everyone threw up. I think during that whole process
how
of
can you
filming.
not?
Yeah.
I saw footage here recently. I don't know how long ago this was. They took Usain Bolt up there, and he raced. I don't know, like 3 or 4 people across that in zero gravity to see if he would still win.
Oh wow.
Now
He did,
look up
but-
the guppy.
And he did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, cool.
I think the vomit comet was a pseudonym. The aerospace line, the super guppy is where
The
they did
guppies
that.
where they carry stuff.
But they would fly up in the plane and they would. Oh, actually, I may be wrong. God
Yeah.
bless.
It's
That's
a transport plane.
That's a crazy looking plane.
But it's cool they're doing that stuff now because there's a while where the space program was like stalled. They wasn't doing anything.
was
They were
stagnant.
going up
I
for
know.
a while, you
Yeah.
know?
Well, yeah, Russia was having to take our astronauts to space.
Right.
How insulting, right?
And those astronauts know multiple languages because when they go up there, sometimes they're so excited they have to be able to communicate with other nationalities that are up there. It could
Sure.
be Russian or, Japanese or any of that stuff.
China.
the whole,
China
the whole
now.
thing is awesome.
China, yeah.
I mean, it's an incredible experience to be able to do something like that. You know, especially to whip around the moon, to feel the thrust of, I don't even know how many G's that is. I mean, to be in an F-15, 3 Gs, 4 Gs tops. But I mean, what is it when you're taking off from Earth out to the moon,
Right.
out to the
Oh,
outer
my God,
atmosphere?
I can't imagine.
2.5.
You think? I don't know.
Yeah,
I
it's,
don't know.
Kind of gullible on that part. The experience is kind of cool. So, what say you guys?
3 to 4.
On we can dip back into the comedy arena if you want to touch it on the second half. The two completely shows, so there'll be different releases here. So we have our guests here, Vaughn and Mr. Berger, and they're God bless. I cannot believe how toasty I am off this God bless and drink, and I have hardly drank anything.
You didn't eat
Well, it's
anything.
because
Yeah.
because
I had
In 30
some
days.
potato salad and a couple slices of
pizza.
bratwurst. You know, no, it's just a little tiny slice.
Back in February, yeah.
No, that was anyway. So we have our guests on here, and they are with the comedy arena. We're going to do a little rinse repeat there, but if you guys want to give a little 5, 10, 15 second spiel, help me out.
well,
so
well,
I can stop
let
babbling.
me ask you something.
Sure.
If you had not done this, what were you on a path to do?
You mean before the comedy
Yeah.
arena?
Yeah.
So
What
I
were
was
you doing before then?
I was doing marketing on the client side more so. So like
Okay.
or maybe like on the agency side, I should say, but like helping clients. So I was helping clients like Domino's, Purina, Baskin
Okay.
Robbins. I was helping clients grow their business.
Okay. And then you were doing this on the side,
This was my side gig. This was my
Right.
yeah. This
like
is my
Vaughn was describing, and
yeah.
you were with J.C. Penney's doing marketing stuff.
What
right?
was the story about the invisible pet dog you had?
God. That's out there too.
Yeah, he did research.
Purina was one of my clients.
Oh,
Yeah.
we'll have to disclose some things. Did you sign an NDA?
Yeah, but I'm sure it's expired by now.
Okay. All right.
Wow.
I just got your back. I'm just making sure.
Just say, hey, it was a joke. I'm like,
Okay, well,
They were
look,
drunk anyways.
if Sean says it's out there, I won't like.
Yeah,
you know,
it's out
pretend
Yeah,
it
catch out
Dude,
of
it
the
was
bag.
you said it like 5 months ago on the last podcast.
Yeah,
from the
no,
McKinney podcast.
I remember that now. So no, for the longest time, having a client who was in the pet food business, I pretended to have a dog. So that I can relate to the clients. And it took a toll on me trying to go through all the journeys that my fake dog was going through, that eventually I had to kill off my fake dog. I just thought it was going to be easier this way. And then that was an emotional toll on my...
They sent flowers. And,
Dude,
Are you
that
serious?
is so funny.
Yeah.
So you literally kept up this charade
I did,
of
yeah.
having a dog.
Because you would
do
all go
that.
around the table and you'd all say your name and
Did
have
you
a
get
pet
weepy?
you have online.
No. Did you get weepy when you told them that your dog had passed?
No, because I told him I did this like online, like, hey, my dog has passed, and all these comments came through, like people I haven't heard from.
Oh,
I'm
so
so
it wasn't
sorry.
like a live stream.
I didn't live stream my
It's a
dog passed.
No.
Is that a thing that
The
people do that?
The conversation about you with your dog passing. A lot of people are emotional about that. I mean, it's
Oh,
Yeah.
of course I had to be
It's your pet.
emotional about that. Yeah, but I was emotional the way when you share that, you don't go, hey, I want to call you into this meeting and let you know my dog's passed. It was a thing that I did in private, I suppose.
So they gave.
But we'd all go around the circle. You all talk about who you are, what kind of pet you have. I did that
your-
for a long
did your
period of
colleagues
time.
know that you had a fake?
Yeah, my colleagues knew that.
That is
yeah.
so freaking.
Yeah, they were
funny,
cool
man.
about it. But they had real pets, so I felt like such a jerk anyway.
and they
but then
gave
they-
you cards. What'd you say? Fun? They sent you stuff.
they sent
I don't know if
flowers.
anyone sent me
No, they
anything.
didn't.
I think
sympathy
I was
card.
there offered, like, we could name something after them. Like, that's not necessary,
Oh, they bought they bought a plant for the office.
Yeah, exactly. Here's a star named after your fake dead dog kind of thing.
What was the dog's name?
That dog was named
Dot.
I think it was Oliver.
Oliver?
I can't remember my fake dog's name.
Your fake dog's name.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's hysterical. And
It
you
is
did it so that
hysterical.
you would be relevant with your client.
But it almost changed it right. Like, okay, I'm with the client who's got the big pet food. This is now the dog I'm going to have. Like, it kind of morphed a little bit based on
You
what's going on.
improvised.
Yeah. Anyway, that was a time in my life that happened, and now it's out there on the internet. So good.
Twice.
For me, for now.
Thank God for
Twice
the dark
now.
web.
that's
But
fun.
I don't know. The type that I wanted to like consume my clients' products, and whatever they were doing, then that's what I did.
There's
Sure.
there's a effort. You got to appreciate that kind of stuff. You really, really worked hard for that.
Yeah. Thank you, Sean. I appreciate
Spared
that.
no
You went the
expense.
extra mile for your clients.
I do.
For sure.
I
Yeah.
do.
Now, would you kill this dog off like 2 weeks into this, or like a couple
No, I
days?
had that dog for like 9 years.
Oh my God!
That's what I'm saying. That dog, it was time. It was time.
What kind of dog did you allegedly have?
It was a Shih Tzu, which is a fun thing to say.
So did you at least come up with a creative story, like it was hit by a stray bullet from the neighbor, or
No, that's
Or a
that's
train.
terrifying to have to share that. No, this
Piano
one-
dropped on it or something.
it's just
Yeah,
an
something
old,
happened.
It's an old age, They start.
Oh,
to,
so it was
it was
an
a quality of
eagle,
life
a
kind of thing.
peaceful,
It was a very
graceful
peaceful.
passing.
Those are the best.
Shit
ways
the
to go.
bed.
Very good. You would have got. You probably would have got more plants if that had been a.
I wasn't
stray
going
bullet.
for plants, you guys. I needed to just offload this burden.
Jared, that's the
I'm not
funniest
like
shit
trying
I've
to
heard in a
get
long time.
Yeah,
I love that he had a fake dog and it was a burden.
yeah to keep up that life.
right.
Try getting a real dog.
Everyone's exactly. That's the thing. Vaughn would talk about how expensive this dog's surgery is. I'm like, oh, I know.
This is something that
This is rough, isn't it? Trying to be a pet owner.
this is something that George Costanza would come up with. Jerry, I had to kill my dog.
9 years.
9 years. I was thinking that it was like a short term type of thing.
That's a commitment.
That's
no,
a
you
commitment.
commit.
Right there,
you had to
yeah.
commit once
Yeah.
they know.
Did you have any guilt? There was no guilt at all.
I mean, it started being guilty, and then I was like, okay, well, I'm in it to win it. Better make it happen.
Did you do any selfies with another Shih Tzu just to have it on
No,
file?
not with me and the dog, but I'd had its own picture to make sure that if necessary.
Did it have like a little?
And that was the other thing too. Everyone's got pictures of them and their dog. I'm like, oh fuck.
Did
How
it have,
about like,
the
I need to
imprint
get
of
kids so that I can get out of this
Have a
situation.
little stock photo on the bottom right hand corner.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a fake photo.
Hey, you got to be devoted to your craft.
I
There
thought
you go.
so.
That's
I thought
what you were
so.
doing. Well, good stuff.
Well, I mean,
Alright.
you can get one now.
Well, who
They
has
call it
to
Oliver.
bullshit their way through certain things?
That could get one now, yes, and retroactively have a dog and
Yeah.
go through.
The
all
hell,
that
you have the
stuff.
perfect job right now. That you
No,
can
it's the
cultivate all
worst.
that
It's
stuff.
the worst, right? On my nights and weekends, it's it's hard being a pet. I've seen Vaughn have to run home
No,
real
I
quick.
meant with your make believe life. I mean, I think
Improvising.
it's.
You're
I think
improv.
the job you have now is perfect. It's the aptitude of being able to create that environment. You could do it every night on stage where you're at now.
Yeah, so if you're in a situation where you need to create a dead relative, come to the comedy arena. We'll teach you how to do that.
Oh, that's part of your class.
Training.
It's one of the
It's
part of
level
the
5, I
packages.
think, to
Yeah,
teach you
level
that part.
See, here's another little snapshot
How
of a
to
good
fake
segment.
a death.
5. Oh, there's the patio.
Oh yeah, there's the patio shot right there.
Oh, there we go.
Does it make sense now?
It does. I don't see anybody on the other roof looking down. So yes, it makes sense now.
Like like the gladiators looking down into
Yes.
the pit.
Is she singing?
No, she's telling jokes, believe it or not.
Okay.
Believe it or not.
So it's an apropos thing to say after we talk about a dead dog, to believe it or not. So.
She was singing at its wake.
Well, that is.
She's eulogizing the dog.
Well, that's good that you didn't have a wake for your dog. That would have been one step too far.
There's a different shot where it shows like the water tower in the background, and it's a pretty cool scenic experience when you're up there.
Yeah, probably unique.
Yeah.
Yeah, super cool.
The water tower south of you guys.
Okay,
Is it south?
that sounds right.
Yes.
Yeah. Geez, that close? I miss downtown McKinney so much.
Yeah, you were down there a lot.
Hell, I fracking lived there basically.
Well, and the festivals are fun. Like all the
Sure.
I miss.
you not a fan of the Oktoberfest and why?
No.
Do tell.
Do they interrupt business and everything
Yeah,
quite a bit?
that's it. All the parking goes away,
Oh,
and
yeah.
all the guests that would normally come don't want to come because they don't want to deal with that, and everyone who's there is there for the. I mean, the festivals are a cool thing.
They have a lot of
They're
them.
really cool, but for the business, it's hard.
For our specific business, it
Yeah.
doesn't help.
I liked it over.
But we've actually
Filters.
tried to.
Incorporate.
Yeah, so like when Oktoberfest comes around, we do our own Oktoberfest show where it's called "Whose Stein Is It Anyway," and that's fun.
I mean, are you able to put a platform out in the street in front of your venue and do a stand up routine in front?
When we first opened, we got a booth for the Arts and Bloom Festival, and they put us like way out on the edges. And we're like, we got to go walk into town to go do these shows. So we're just a bunch of Vaughn's in his ref jersey walking around.
I was on the Segway.
What did you guys do?
On the
Was it this
Segway.
past week or the 2 weeks ago? Was there a marathon or some run through the downtown McKinney?
Yeah, we woke up in the
You were at the crack of ass.
Yeah,
you were
we
doing a
just-
video.
we
My wife ran that. That's what she was doing.
Did she win?
did you see me?
She did not win.
But just to complete it is a win. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's about
just
participating.
an honor to be nominated.
Yeah.
it's a participation trophy.
Actually, I think it's pretty cool that they're even doing that sort of stuff. I'm all for like
This is
all
the
the
first time this
cool
year.
stuff that McKinney's doing and trying to like be a little more.
It's
They're
traditional.
getting people out.
You know, and it does get people
And they
out.
do a good job of it.
We
And it
did.
does get you exposure. You got to figure out how to embrace that somehow. I mean, at the end of the day, it's all about money, but at the same time, how can you?
So I pitched to Vaughn us doing a marathon of shows that is 26.2 miles long. But our staff wants to go home at some point during the day and is not interested in doing 3-4 in the
They're
morning.
just not dedicated enough.
But I'll do it. I'll do a marathon of shows and just, hey, can I get a suggestion?
Yeah, you might
2 in the
want to
morning.
keep that to a fun run, like a 1K or something like that. You know,
Maybe get some live
Yeah.
music.
down the block.
Yeah.
Go live music and sell beer out there. Really.
So we participated with the marathon this year. We were out in front of our space because the entrance, like
The start.
the start was really close to our space.
The Tups, I think.
That was the end. The start was at City Hall.
Okay. Yep,
So
you're right.
people would run by us, but by like 7:30 in the morning, like, oh, I guess I'm done. There's no one else.
Yeah, once everyone goes by, you're like,
yeah,
that's it.
I guess
Yeah.
we're done here.
They're never coming back.
FYI, the marathon will be coming up soon here
Oh,
in Frisco.
Yes, Saturday morning, Sean.
You're
be aware.
well
All right.
advanced. Plan for it.
So to give our guests and the
Shelter.
listeners a little context, Paul wants you to share with them our experience because evidently I can't talk.
Bottom line is shelter in place. Don't go anywhere.
All right,
It's not safe.
Let me dive into this.
They
then.
did not plan very well.
So look, every year they have this marathon, and it shuts down certain sections of
Every
Frisco.
road. It seems like every
So-
road in Frisco.
It's roadblock. You cannot get anymore. So if you don't understand and pay attention to what's happening, like the newsletters and stuff that come to your house, and you go, I don't care about that.
Or
I
the
wanna
big
live my life."
signs and the
The big
I did
signs.
see
to the
the
road.
big sign today.
So I mean, when I say it's literally you cannot. So if you want to leave your house, like right here where we're
yeah,
at,
this neighbor is highly
and you want to
impacted.
go to Preston, you cannot do it. You can't go
So-
south.
Here's what happened. We woke up Saturday morning. He came back from a trip and said, "Hey, I need to drop off my rental car.
That's right.
I'm going to go to the rental car place, and can you meet me there and pick me up in my car? I was driving your car.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, no problem. I got, I have some time, and it's gonna, what is it going to take? 25 minutes?
Yeah.
Come on. And then I'll come
Forget
home
about it.
and I'll start crossing shit off my list, all the stuff that's on my list, because it's going to be a busy Saturday.
He's making up stuff as he goes along. Check.
Yeah.
So we get in the car and we head down the street, and there's a little police officer. Hey man, you can't go this way. You need to go back. Okay, well we go back, and it's like, all right, well there's nowhere to go. Well, we were from Frisco. We know every back road
I
around here.
knew every secret cranny and side alley, and
We're trying to go less than 2 miles.
my
Okay,
God.
probably less than 2 miles. 45 minutes
Mm.
to finally get there.
it was like a out of body experience.
It was
Because of a
painful.
marathon that was going on?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
this one
You could
happens
not-
every year.
They have
Oh, wow.
every single
So you're boxed in.
inner box. Yeah, just you couldn't get anywhere.
Okay.
We're
You see-
right there where it says Rollator. That's where we're at.
Right. And you see that box below Rollator? We were trapped inside of that. And everywhere you tried to go out, east and west, north and south, you could not.
We needed to go west of Hillcrest.
Is this different than the turkey trot that's happened like
That's
at
in
the
Dallas.
soccer?
Yeah, this happens next
No,
week.
the one that's in Frisco. It's
This
like
is
in the soccer.
It's similar, but it's a little bit further west.
Yeah, this is the Big Star.
Whatever. The whole experience is that we were locked in. It took us forever, and we're like, "Fuck it." We wanted to have breakfast, and it was just.
did.
And you drove into something and broke the windshield. Is that what-
No, I didn't do that.
is that what-
He claims I will never drive his car again because he claims that a crack in the windshield, and then the last time a part of a brush hit the side of the car.
I don't remember that. I
that
was
was-
joking about that.
That was
but
after your 8-gallon beer you
Yes.
had down at Kubi's.
Yes.
I don't-
And then I'm driving back on the
It was a-
tollway, and everybody
it was
slams on
one
the brakes
beer.
in front of me, and I had to slam on the brakes, and he's like, "Oh my god!"
All right, look again, more context so you guys understand the story.
I'm
So-
good, actually. I
Yeah,
feel.
I think I understand the
it's-
story. I get it. I get it.
There was so much judgment. I will never drive his car again, ever.
It's frustrating. It's frustrating when you're trying to get somewhere and you can't because all of a sudden there's a surprise runners all over the place that have
Yes.
the right of way. I totally get it.
I was angry at the runners, which
Yeah.
was really not fair.
I don't think the runners want to be there. They look miserable when they're
Yes,
going.
they really
Did
do.
your wife enjoy it? Did she?
She's done it many
She
times.
does. She's run 11 marathons and a bunch of half marathons.
Yeah, they're called masochists.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yes.
She enjoys it, but it's to the point where her knees are starting to
Right.
crater out. So
Yeah.
I think a lot of it has to do with camaraderie. You know, the group of friends that get out.
Yeah.
You know, it's a social event just as much as a personal
it is.
accomplishment, because it is an accomplishment,
Well-
regardless how far you go.
I was just up in, was it October? She ran the Marine Corps up in Washington, D.C.
Nice.
Wow.
with friends.
That's a
and
cool
I went up there and helped. And it even the they call us Sherpas, right? Because we're carrying water, we're change of clothes if they need it, socks and all that stuff. And you're meeting them like 4 or 5, how many times you can meet them on the course, and it's a blast. You know, you're eating food on the way, you're getting drinks, and you know, we were in Washington D.C., so we had time. Well, we have about 20 minutes, half hour before we hook up again. Here's Lincoln Memorial. Let's go in there and check it out and stuff like that. And it was beautiful up there in October, so it's actually a lot of fun. So,
You know, the
But
last,
you weren't running though.
no, I was not running.
No,
but I still
that's
walked.
where the fun
one
part is.
handing
I probably
out water.
walked.
He was handing out
That's the fun
bourbon and
part.
I
cokes.
bet I still walked probably 15, 20 miles that day, though.
Yeah, that's the fun part.
Yeah.
Not running.
Not
Yes.
running.
Did you
Not
say
doing
15 to
what they
20
do.
miles, or is it steps?
Miles that day.
You walked 15, 20 miles.
That day, yeah. And we were everywhere.
Damn.
Yes.
That is quite the feat.
Yeah.
You should have.
Carrying-
You should have.
It's a funny pun if you meant that.
A segue.
Got a camel backpack, a little.
No, I was carrying a bunch of Gatorade, so it sucked.
That goes well with vodka. It's okay.
Make
Okay.
some vodka.
It does, yes, it does.
So we have something on the board up there. What we rent a human Who put that up on the board?
I read this article. There is a website out there called Rent a Human, and it's for because AI is progressing. So AI is continually learning, but now it's getting to the point where they're like, we need things done, whether it's, going out to buy something, they need things done in the physical world. So AI will actually hire a human to go do this.
Wow.
So
Where's AI getting its money from?
Bitcoin, and they're paying by Bitcoin and stuff like that.
So unknown third parties.
Yeah, so it's actual AI hiring, and some of it's simple stuff,
Is it like raking a backyard, or is it more like
Oh, I don't know. I
renting a vehicle,
haven't dug into what
carrying
the
drugs
actual
across the city?
Free lobster on my behalf for $1.
Okay, I'm not sure I understand the motivation. So somebody is paying AI
No,
to tell them what to do and
Well,
where
from what I
to
understand,
go.
AI is creating these because it needs something done in the real world. They call it the meat universe or
This is
something
terrifying.
like
It is terrifying because all AI has to do is figure out a task. What if that task gets
Like wet work or something?
misconstrued?
Can we confirm this? Like, dig into one of these. What does this mean? Lobster Liberation 2.0. 3 more lobsters need. What does that say? 3 more lobsters what? Need
that.
see the
the
ocean.
ocean.
Is lobster's code for something? Because this is going to be really bad. Whatever you do, don't click on the photos. I'm anticipating the worst here.
I think this is like Pokemon Go.
Now,
I don't know. I just read
I
the
think
article.
this is a game.
Now, I think that there is probably some stuff out there, for sure. I mean, this is probably not the perfect one. Back out of there, Chuck. And see if there's
from
another-
what the news story said, this is actual AI hiring humans to do physical in the world.
So what's
That's kinda interesting,
what's
though.
the motive though? Like, why does AI need these things
It's got to
done?
be a game.
Is it learning? Is it doing things? I don't know.
Maybe it's to see if they can accomplish their tasks.
Or how they can manipulate people?
Correct.
Right.
Simple data entry task.
That they get to negotiate, they get to figure out. Maybe the next task is, hey, bring them down from $100 to $80 to get this task done. See if you can negotiate that.
I don't. So can you? I mean, I know this is kind of counterintuitive. Can you go to ChatGPT and ask what this website's for? Rent a human.
Yeah.
I
So
don't-
I thought it was interesting, the whole concept, and I was like, well, I think it's problematic for one thing.
real online
Yeah.
marketplace
AI agents.
launched in early 2026 that lets autonomous AI agents hire real humans to perform physical, real world. Does that say
Meat
meat
space.
meat space?
That's what I said.
The fuck does that mean?
Well, I call it a meat
Is that a
universe.
human?
It's meat space. It's basically human.
It's kind of a full circle thing, right? If humans use AI to do things, now AI is using humans to do things. It's kind of just a full circle.
So they've won. They've already won.
Yeah.
They've taken over.
Attend in-meeting persons or events, pick up packages that require ID, take photos, videos, deliver items, hold signs, distribute flyers to do, what's that say, street
Are
marketing,
these protesters?
verify real estate, set up hardware, it's...
But why? It's got to be a joke or a game.
Well, I think
What's
if
the
people,
purpose of
but
it?
people are looking for work everywhere, right? So this is like another option to Uber. If you think
There
about
you
it.
go.
Just
So-
think outside the box. It could be Uber. It could be a simple task to see if AI can actually do it. And because they want to get better at it. I don't know. Who knows? I mean, I looked it up and it's sharing some pretty silly things.
I think the URL is unfortunate. I think Rent a Human, they probably could have done something better than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because that sounds like,
not
I think
Rent a
we
Home.
all know what
Yeah.
it sounds
yeah.
like.
AI owns
Hey,
you would be
guys.
better. AI owns you,
Yeah,
or maybe something like that.
it's like a,
Yeah. Well, I find this problematic, personally.
Totally, it's disgusting.
It's Matrix style stuff. It's kind of creepy.
Well, then it's also there's an AI thing up here. Who's this Eddie Dalton? Who put that up there?
Yeah, I'll put it up there. Do you know who Eddie Dalton is?
don't know if like,
He's an AI singer. He has the top 5 songs on the Billboard.
I wonder if his,
That's terrifying.
See if you can pull up some of that music, Chuck.
I wonder if
Not
his,
a real person, entirely AI generated.
So AI music by itself is freaking incredible.
Hundreds of thousands of monthly listeners.
You can give AI parameters. I need a woman in her late 20s that is heartbroken by 3 divorces, has 6 kids. I want her to make an album. It'll spit something out. It'll have context narratives of different songs. It'll whip out a 13 song album.
Yeah.
You ready to hear this? This is totally AI. This is the official lyric video of a person that does not exist.
Damn, look at this, that soul.
I don't move as good as I used to.
I wonder if YouTube's going to knock us for this, for having this.
Damn.
I mean, it's
I'm sure
AI.
it will. Yeah, because it's officially licensed.
Is it? But is it? They buy? You have to buy this album?
I guess. I don't know.
What is this album?
Not
Is
a
it
real
on
person.
Spotify though? Right, because if it's on Spotify, that means that the world is seeing it as regular music.
Unbelievable.
It is fantastic. I mean, there's no instruments. There's nothing. No one wrote it. They just said, hey, man, produce this. Make it happen. And they spit it out.
So then who owns it?
The guy that made it.
Yeah, I guess so. 76.5 subscribers, 1,000 subscribers.
That's sick.
2 weeks ago.
Is this not scary to anybody else? I mean, this is going to destroy.
Well, there's a lot of
The creative
entertainers out
industry.
there. Well,
Or does it push everybody to be better?
I think that.
Well, that's a
but
high
also,
road to take.
there
I'd like
is
to
there
take
is
that road.
zero live aspect to this currently. This guy's not person or whatever computer is not going to get up on stage.
Well,
and sing.
actually, he could rent a human to lip sync it in a concert.
I
There
need
you
a
go.
person
Calm
who
down.
looks just
Hey,
like
yeah.
this and lip sync.
Yeah, there you go. Now you have your live concert.
All right.
Yeah, there's all kinds. They have
Unbelievable.
pull up one of those. What is the funk? There was a funk band. They put
Oh.
out. That was they take
Put
current
on-
songs and they funkify it.
Put on fake music TNT. That was one. This is
This is not okay.
But it's amazing.
It is amazing. I'll give you that.
this is all AI.
I mean, the
We
guys.
make our pre-show music like this.
There you
Yeah,
go.
right.
Hell yeah!
For free.
Yeah, let's do the singer when he kicks in. Again,
It's damn good.
outstanding.
I mean, this is TNT from AC/DC.
Unbelievable.
Damn, this is tight.
It's a little pitchy to me.
Yeah. All right, dog.
Unbelievable. I don't
AI's
like it.
in him.
I don't like it.
I think I'm torn with AI because the idea is it's going to make jobs easier, right? For a lot of people, it's helping out and cutting out time and
Yeah.
what have you.
Yes.
So it's like there's those benefits of it too.
Yeah, in our business, it's trimmed the fat on a lot of tedious things that we would have to do. But you got to be weary
Sure.
that around the corner,
This
that
is full replacement right here.
it could be. I mean, hell, what if they dip into the comedy stuff? Look, you can currently go on Google and ask it to produce a poem that's funny,
Mhm.
and it'll produce it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the potential's there for it to come up with an alternative comedy arena. What is the world with the virtual reality, the VR stuff?
It's
Yeah,
meta.
the metaverse.
Is that the metaverse?
Mhm.
So, are there? I chose not to buy any of that stuff because I was fearful because I have an addictive thing where I love video games and I do not want to get that because it would seem way too addictive. But they have entire communities, worlds that you can get in there and do
You
things.
can actually buy real estate.
Yeah, I think that's
Yes.
They're backing off of that now.
Are
Yeah,
they?
but they- like
that's not that
like
has,
Snoop
they're
Dogg.
closing down some of that stuff. The
Snoop
the
Dogg
metaverse.
had purchased real estate in one of these venues,
Yep.
so to speak, over $1 million for this real estate.
Mhm.
You know, and granted, it was giving him a lot of action, advertising, and exposure.
Metaverse real estate prices have plummeted by over 80 to 90% since 2021-22 at peak, with average land prices, top platforms dropping over 16,000 to roughly 300.
Why do you think that is?
because it just didn't. Nobody took to it.
Yeah,
I mean, it was so expensive to try to get in that thing too. It was really hard. Well, I saw.
No,
I'm sure I didn't try it. No, I think I read something about that. It was really expensive.
Yeah, and they were expecting people to, like a ton of people, to join the platform and get in there and live a sim life, and they just like
the problem with that, and I'm glad they backed out. The problem with that is no one's really even talking about this, but the fact that Facebook and Instagram got sued a couple weeks ago for their addictive tendencies.
And they knew internally that young people were on it when they weren't supposed to be, right?
Yeah. Well, hell, you can find yourself in doom scrolling. I mean, I find myself doing that almost every day.
I feel like I don't disagree with anybody, but I also kind of feel like if I can put on glasses and all of a sudden be like at a theme park and make it feel like I'm riding this ride or I'm seeing this sporting event or this other show, or it makes it more accessible for me that I couldn't do before, that's cool.
That is cool.
Right? But
some of the things, okay, so I have a little dabble in it. My son bought one and he said, "Dad, do you want it?" Because I don't want it anymore, right? So I played a game. That was a pretty cool immersive game. And then you could do other things, like you could swim underwater, right? And do things.
Is this the VR?
The VR helmet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does it picture you in a scuba outfit?
Sure. Yeah. Tight.
Yeah. Well, my dad got one. And when he passed, I brought it home. And you could sit there and you could watch a movie. So you'd sit here, but you're in front of what looked like a 60-foot screen in front of you.
Yeah.
Wow.
And if your partner or your friend has one, you can sit there together and watch it. I still think there's a pretty huge disconnect personally, because you're not, I guess, mentally engaged with what's going on really around you, right?
Uncanny valley of like, is it real? But it's not.
Like the Disney movie WALL-E,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, when everyone's kind of encapsulated in this fake world that doesn't really exist. They got the little goggles on. Look, it's here and it's happening now.
Yeah.
They have
that Cosm place in the colony that you sit and you're just surrounded 300, that's 360,
have you guys been to the Cosm
degrees
or heard about it?
With sporting events or whatever, or movies.
Yeah, I saw The Matrix there with my brother.
Oh, The Matrix?
You actually went there?
Say that again, Vaughn?
I saw The Matrix there with my brother.
I was there.
Oh, nice.
The Matrix was great. I mean, they did a really good job trying to make you feel like you're there, but it's a movie.
Right.
I mean, it's a movie on a big screen.
Right.
I wasn't really impressed for the $100 ticket.
Yeah, it's not cheap.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Yeah.
$100?
Yeah.
Ouch. Yeah,
but they have other movies.
That would be high expectations, no question about it.
Yeah.
Well, The Matrix is what, the 90s? I mean, they had to add a lot to that movie. There's a lot of, look, in defense of the Cosm place, the Matrix itself. I was there and they were playing The Matrix. I didn't get a ticket for it because I asked to go in there because I said, well, we want to plan a group outing here. I want to see what you guys have. This was in the middle of the day, like a Tuesday. So they're just running films, even though there's no one sitting there. So they said, well, you can go ahead and just stand here. You can't go in there, but you can stand right here. I was in awe. I mean, I was literally in awe of just the mechanics of how it worked, where you're looking left, right, up, down, and you could still envision the rectangle screen in front of you where the movie's displayed, but there's all these shenanigans going up, down, left, right. That was just, and maybe it got old sitting there for an hour and a half, but I mean, for the short amount of time that I was there, it was crazy. And then they played some sort of clown. I don't know what it was a
Bozo?
No, it was a musical. There was a musical
really
there
good
with a clown. Anyway, look, they had very visually stimulating stuff going on there. It was awesome. Then one of the other ones, they had sporting events. So they've got like different baseball, football, where they have the Cosm. I call it Cosm. I'm making that up. Cosm is the name of the place. But they have cameras proprietary for these venues set up at these professional arenas.
Oh, to show you more angles and more.
Yes. So you can watch the game there,
you.
and they have these cameras set up, and they pay proceeds for that, and people buy into it. And there's people that go. I mean, visually, it is stimulating. But to Vaughn's point, $100 a ticket.
That'd be tough.
That's a tough one to bite. So that's why I recommend you pick your movie and go on a
Tuesday.
Obscure date. Yeah, Tuesday afternoon.
And say you have a group outing.
Exactly.
And you're evaluating.
Dude, it's $45 on Tuesday at 2:00.
When you watch The Matrix, were you having to continually look all around you, or are you just mainly focused in front?
No, because we had like not the most expensive seats, so we were kind of in the back, which I would probably recommend because you can see more. But if you sit closer to the front, then you literally have things happening all over
Yeah,
you.
you're missing stuff.
And it's hard to
Right.
take it in. So
I think
actually,
they'll get-
the better seats are worse in my opinion.
I was going to say, I think that'd be fatiguing after a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Having to look around and all this stuff.
Well, I mean, but it is a movie, so usually there is a focal point that they want
Sure.
that they want you to look at.
Sure.
I would like the experience of going in there and watching it. Maybe not necessarily the Matrix, but they got Harry Potter. That's they're
No.
introducing on there.
No, thank you.
What?
I am not a Harry Potter fan. My wife loves Harry Potter, and it's always on, like the 18 movie marathon or whatever it is.
And Willy Wonka?
It's
Yeah.
always on.
Wow. I like it. I like the
Yeah.
Harry Potter, all of them. They're all kind of fun.
We're big Harry Potter fans. The boys, we watched the whole marathons up here in this room multiple times.
Ugh. Awful.
It's kind of like the Lord of the Rings and
Did those two.
yeah, all that stuff's fun. All the stuff that you can buy on Prime that you don't own, even though you think you own it.
Yeah, right.
What about the Sphere in Vegas? Have you thought about or seen any of that stuff too?
Well, I was about to.
That's the only reason I go back to Vegas anymore is to do that.
Yeah, I was about to mention they were doing Wizard of Oz there,
I've never been there.
and it was like $300
You see the
a
Sphere from
ticket.
the outside. You
300
go
bucks.
inside the
It's
Sphere, though,
inside.
right?
Yeah.
And it's like $300, but they were like recreated the tornado inside.
What?
Yeah, the wind and the dust and shit flying around.
So okay, yeah, I'm
Feces.
confused. I'm confused.
Feces.
So there's
I don't
stuff.
believe I said
There's
that.
stuff that you see on the outside, which has,
No, it's
but
inside.
it's nothing to do with what's going on inside.
Correct. It's
Okay,
inside.
So the outside's to draw you in or get you.
Well, it's an
to the place.
advertising.
Yeah, it's a
Right,
sign.
advertising.
Yeah, but it's
on the in-
beautiful.
on
Look
the-
at that.
There's the inside.
Wow.
So it's a planetarium style vision in there, right?
You didn't watch any of the YouTube videos?
I've seen nothing.
I have not really. I mean, I've
Pull
seen
up-
the exterior, but I haven't seen any of the interior.
Pull up the YouTube.
They're having concerts in there. Like I saw that there's a U2 concert with Sonny Bono going on in there.
Well, that's what I said. Pull up the YouTube stuff.
So, okay, so you've gone, Jeff, and you've gone.
I
Jeff?
have not gone.
Oh, you've not gone.
I wonder how much those
So
tickets are there.
Vaughn or Jared, have you guys seen this place?
Just from the outside.
Only from the outside.
All right, so that's not the sky. That's the
That's
screen
it.
that they're showing there.
Correct. That's inside.
That is wonderful.
So what's happening now is you got these places that are doing more immersive experiences. It's not just about what you see and hear, but now how you feel and making it bigger than it actually is, and
Right.
smells and all that stuff.
Oh, is that actually them playing there though?
Yeah, that
It
was
is,
them
yeah,
playing.
they had
Yeah.
a residency there.
Oh,
They're-
really?
They were the first ones. That was a couple years ago.
So
I
it's
think.
like what Barry Manilow used to do and Barbara Streisand.
I think the Backstreet Boys were doing it recently too.
Oh, I would see them just for the hell of it. I don't really like their
Yes.
stuff, but it'd
I
be
mean-
fun.
Click that one there.
It probably is an amazing experience.
They got a lot of cool things out there. A lot of cool things out there in downtown McKinney.
They don't have the sphere.
They know, but you know what?
Yeah.
Hey, man, it's always a first for something. You guys could put a spear on top of the third floor patio.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Very cool.
Anyway, yeah, I'd love to go there, but it's expensive. You think the Cosm is expensive? Go there.
You know, I want to chat about this 1876 Texas straight bourbon whiskey, and you know, I subscribe to your feelings of not really enjoying it a lot. I'm kind of got to share that it doesn't taste, first of all, like a straight bourbon. 2 years falling on
Well, I tell you what,
oak things. It tastes more like a single malt. to me.
the nose on it, I still get it. I think it smells like chicken soup, like chicken broth.
Yeah,
To me.
it's kind of painful, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm not.
It's-
a fan.
it's the strangest
it
thing.
favors to what Paul typically likes is the kind of bread yeasty flavor that you like. I smell a little bit on there.
I don't even.
You're
get
not
that.
getting that?
I would love to get that.
Yeah.
I'm not getting that at all. This is going to be one of my lowest ratings yet.
So if
Yeah.
a bottle has not a good rating, you guys don't love it, does it make it into the big bottle?
No, we'll continue to drink this. It'll just sit out there for a while. Once it gets down to
we
here,
probably will never drink it again. Honestly,
It's-
But will it make it into the master?
Jared will show up. 2 years
Actually,
from now.
something like
Hey,
this-
we'll
I
try
don't think
something.
so.
There you go,
maybe
Jared.
not. There are certain ones that like we have some out there that we won't put in there because it'll impact the flavor so much, like
Yeah.
brimstone.
Yeah, you can't put that in there.
That tastes like a ashtray to me. I don't like it. If you pour that in there, that'll taint the whole
The
thing.
whole thing tastes like
It's
that.
very
Yeah.
smoky. I like it, but Jeff's right. You cannot put something like that in there. It completely changes everything. Now we try to mix. This one wouldn't be a bad proponent to be in there, but I agree. This one's going to score kind of low, gentlemen.
Would you ever consider having a jug specifically for the low and see what that comes out to be?
Ooh.
That's an interesting idea.
Well, how many do we have?
We have 3 more gallons.
Yeah,
out
I
in
bought a
the-
4-pack of these 1-gallon infinity bottles because I was thinking I had high hopes, that we're going to.
Well, we keep drinking it. We don't fill it.
That's a great idea. The ones that don't make the cut
Yeah.
for the real one,
See
we
what
should put in the.
see what that comes out to
Maybe
be.
we ought to separate them too regarding weeded and rye.
I don't know.
I think just the ones that we think don't qualify.
Like Hell House,
Yes,
this.
perfect candidate.
Yeah, that'd be a good.
I don't
See what
know.
that comes out to be.
Yeah, I mean, 2 negatives make a positive.
Yeah,
so-
exactly.
It could.
Maybe like this
Quite
is
honestly.
this is the best blend ever. You never
Yeah.
know.
You never know because sometimes this will be the best thing, and then you'll add something.
It
And you're
changes
like,
it.
It's like, yeah, this isn't as good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we sampled it this past Friday night. We were going to talk about the wine thing, and we got a little toastier than we should have. But we did sample the. I came up here in a drunken stupor and poured 3 vials of whiskey, and it was fantastic.
It was good.
It was excellent.
Oh, you talking about the infinity bottle?
Yes,
Yeah,
it was. I mean, it was
really, really.
I can't
good.
tell you. I mean, we've sampled all these, and that is probably on the top 10 of what we have out there.
And then
Currently.
we might be emotionally biased on that because there's
So
90
if it's
100 to 100
so if
bottles.
it's that good, why would you add more and mess it up?
Because that's the spirit of
It's
what
an-
you got going
it's an
on.
evolution of
It's
of
an
the
infinity
bottle.
bottle.
So this might be lore that you've already explained. I just don't know the answer. The idea, I guess, would be is you fill this infinity bottle up, and then you drink out of that the rest of the time, or is that just going to stay?
It's an infinity bottle because it never ends. It's
It
kind of like
never ends.
a hunter's stew. You just keep adding to it.
Right,
You
but
consume
eventually
it.
won't. Oh, you do consume, so it's
Oh,
never
yeah,
going to
yeah.
get full.
Yeah,
They just
and-
drank it.
And the idea is we'll take this bottle,
On special occasions, we'll pull from it.
right, and we'll
But
drink.
you have more special occasions than filling it.
No, we don't really. We try not to pull out of it. We may pull out of it 3-4 times out of the year.
So it could get full then.
It's
Yes.
been full.
And then what happens?
We
then
drink
it.
You just
Then-
drink that.
Then we have a drink. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
we drink it. Look, it's a lot.
Yeah.
So if Chuck Pell and I will take a 2-3 ounce pour out of that thing, it decreases it a lot. There's a lot in there, So
and remember, we only put stuff in it when we get to the end of a bottle that won't go around equally another time.
Sure.
So there's not much left in this bottle if we're going to pour that in there,
Gotcha.
right? And we don't get to the end of a bottle all that often because we've got 220 bottles out there, right?
I don't want to say this is horrible because it's rude, but this is definitely on the list of things that
It's
I would
just
never
not for
purchase
you.
again.
It's just not for you.
not
Thank
for
you.
me.
Right.
It's not for. I don't
It's
think
meant
any of
for
us.
a more sophisticated
Chuck, are
drinker.
you writing this down? The rating for me, honestly, you know what? This is going to be. I'm going to be generous with a 3.
I was going to be right at 3. We're out of 10.
Yeah,
Wow.
3 of 10, and
That's the
low.
lowest.
That's a 30.
That's the lowest for me.
I don't think I've ever gone below 5. I was going to go 4.6. So
Wow, that's
to me,
high,
that's
actually.
really low.
I think part of the
We're
challenge.
supposed to be writing these down now, right?
I
So
think
we're not
oh,
affecting
that's
each
right.
other's.
That's right.
Oh, good point.
I think part of the challenge with this is it's a young. It's straight. In order to be straight, it has to be at least 2 years. Age 2 years.
And a lot of times it is 2 years.
That's
I
not
think it's
aged
1 second.
over 100 plus years. And
No.
the year is misleading.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just the
No.
name.
Yeah. I don't know what the name stands for here in
That would
Texas.
be cool.
But yeah, this is. I
What's
don't
the oldest drink you've ever consumed? By meaning, like how long it's aged.
know. We have
Knob Creek 21.
we had Knob Creek 21. That was over at Scott's.
Mhm.
We have a 17 and a half year out there. That's
And that's
really good.
it's not often that you run across ones that are that old. I mean, those are usually pretty pricey, right?
Is there like a special occasion you're looking for? Like, we're not going to do this until something really
No,
pinnacle. Okay.
we
Well-
drink everything out there. We
No.
do.
Jeff, I
No,
know,
it
but
doesn't
Jeff,
matter. We get shit faced no
that's
matter
Jeff's
what.
answer to a lot of things. He's very no.
On a day that ends in Y, we'll drink it.
no.
No, I mean we buy the bourbon to drink.
Sure.
Right.
Well, I would expect nothing else.
And are there some out there that
There's some that you should.
maybe?
You want to stick it on the shelf and let it. It's not going to mature more, but it just it builds up a little bit more fun the anticipation, and I've got that on there. When are we going to bring it to life? There are a couple I have stored at my house that are going to work its way over here eventually, pending on availability. Where we try to introduce one every single week, and there's a roster of them that are forever coming out of the woodwork. But
so chasing bourbon can be an expensive hobby.
Sure.
Yes.
Right? Because we're chasing allocate. Once you start to get a taste for some of this stuff and the higher proof stuff and the allocated stuff, right? The rare, the hard to find stuff. There are people that go around hitting different, liquor stores, small town liquor stores, we're all over the place looking for allocated nuggets, right? Unicorns, right? And they're dropping $230 a bottle.
Ridiculous.
They might be dropping $400 a bottle. I mean, you never know how much these people are dropping, right?
Yeah.
So we have the benefit of splitting it 4 ways, right? So we can get a bottle that's like $160 and not be super painful. But when we
mind you, they taste great.
Yeah,
most of them.
But have you hit that point where you walk in the liquor store and they're like, yeah, they're here. All right, come here, gentlemen.
Sometimes,
Let me show you this
definitely.
shelf.
Yeah. Well,
yeah,
we
a
get
little bit.
We get
The
a little bit
cowboy.
of a buzz. We go to like Total Wine, and we all 4 show up, and they're kind of like, all right, well, these guys are going to buy, and they usually they give us tons of samples, and the guys that are there every single week, they're they will pull something out of the rack that they're hiding for us. I don't want to say hiding, but
They'll
things-
keep it in the back. So
Yeah.
as their, I want to say regulars come in, they'll pull them out and say, hey, here.
yeah. Hey,
here,
by the
have
way,
a
this
bottle.
The Uber VIPs.
the still awesome blue corn just showed up, or something crazy like that. Look,
Right.
there's all kinds of wonderful little nuggets out there that are tasty. And look, drinking's not for everybody. There are some people that really detest whiskey, liquors, period, but they love beer. And some people,
Right.
it's all over the place.
Sure.
So
You
Total Wine has a partnership with the rehab center that's right around the corner. And so we get special deals
Right.
because of
That's
that.
what it is.
Right.
So that always helps.
It's like the all the restaurants located next to the weight loss spaces as well.
Exactly. Perfect analogy. Well, cool.
I need that.
Well, I hope you guys have had a good time. I don't know if I thought you had a timer that was going down pretty quick. 3 minutes. Oh.
Yeah, 3 minutes. All right. Well, you know what?
Is there something on this list that wasn't talked about that you wanted to
Lots
really?
of stuff.
That you
Well,
can cram in
tell
for
you
3
what,
minutes.
Stuff,
Vaughn,
yeah.
why don't you pick one topic to end this, to close us out? Something intriguing to you.
What is MAID medical aid?
Oh, God. You
In
picked the
dying.
most depressing
That's
one
a
ever.
depressing one.
I have no idea what it means.
You know what that
It's
is?
got a check mark by it.
You know what that is?
I don't. That's why.
That is Canada. If totally healthy people want to die,
Yeah.
their medical system will
Allow it.
allow them to be.
It allows
So
it
how
to
is
be
that? How is that a
assisted suicide.
sad thing? It's if you want it, you want it.
Well, it's
Yeah,
like
it's medical assistance in dying. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Part of it is people struggling with mental illness, and so their families are desperate to tell
Well,
them
I
not
mean,
to do that
I would
to them.
say it's humane, right? We do it for our pets because it's the right thing, right?
Yeah, we're talking about
Or
humans,
because they're
though.
fake, one or the other.
Oh, fake pets. There you go.
Invisible dogs.
I think the argument is that if you have a 22-year-old that is struggling in life because of bad decisions they made, and they just need a little course correction, I don't think that it's fair. I mean, do we give them the liberty to commit suicide? It says in the Bible you're not supposed to commit suicide. It's against God's law. So
there was a case in Europe where there's a 20. I think she was 23, maybe 20 to 25, and she just was depressed, and her family was desperate to save her, and they went through the medical system, and they were like, yep, I mean, she's a candidate if she wants to be put
No.
to death, and they were like, she needs to be treated, like she needs to medical specialists and mental health.
I think that if you've got cancer, or if you have something that's going on,
That's a little different.
Yes.
that you're going to be Jack Kevorkian. I think that would be something that's necessary.
Yeah,
and
that's
needed.
different than having a bad day.
Yeah,
Correct.
yeah, because God
That's
bless
different.
you. You never know.
You want to have a dignified
stubbed-
death if you're fighting terminal cancer.
Yeah, if I
right?
stub my toe, and you just need to get over it. Pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and take
All right,
on the
you know
day.
what, Vaughn, pick another one. That was just a bad one.
I feel like a lot of these are somewhat
It's
depressing.
called
though.
Cocaine Sharks.
Well, isn't that a movie?
Yeah.
okay,
Okay.
Bear was.
Okay, this
hell
is
is
real. So this is real. Cocaine. So cocaine sharks. So they were testing sharks
Yeah, it was a
in
movie.
like the Cayman Islands or something, and all of them were testing positive for cocaine.
Well, that's
The Florida
interesting.
Keys. There we go.
They were eating up
They
those
were
boats.
they were investigating whether sharks in the waters off the Florida Keys are ingesting
When was this?
bales of cocaine
2023?
dumped by smugglers.
No, I think it was those boats that Trump bombed.
Yeah, maybe.
You know,
Well, this was
ingested by the fish.
This is a 23 before
Yes,
any
it
of
is.
that
all
was
right,
started.
all right.
Isn't that crazy? Drug runners frequently discard cargo in the Atlantic and Caribbean to avoid authorities.
I don't know about
And so
that.
they were testing the sharks, Sean. This is a
Look, I'm not
this
saying
is
that there's not
scientific.
cocaine in the sharks, but what I'm saying is that the scientific part that it doesn't understand is that when you take a granule of salt and drop it into a body of water, that the parts per million. I mean, what are the parts per million inside that? I mean,
apparently enough for them to measure.
do you think that's why
Well,
sharks are
what-
so angry?
What
Well,
if sharks?
they're bodied the packages.
Yeah. What if their sharks already have essentially the chemicals of cocaine already in them, which would explain why they're angry all the time.
Like what Jared's saying.
Also, they use their nose quite a bit, so I'm just saying.
Well, what if the sharks are just mules for drug runners and they just happen to get caught?
There you go.
And it absorbs
Oh.
into their outer shell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you saying, that the drug runners would put them when the sharks are babies?
Yeah. Why not?
Right? Arm them with lasers,
Or
or
they're
something?
catching them as adults and smuggling them.
Another
border.
sharks is jaws, and jaws are right by the mouth and nose,
That would
which is
explain
how
a lot.
many
I
people.
mean, that's the way to get them
consume.
across the border.
That's right.
Fill sharks and have them just swim to where you want them to go.
I like the idea of sharks
it-
being the mules of the sea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if I'm a drug runner, I'm thinking that's the most efficient way.
Yeah, catch the
to
sharks.
Get my cocaine.
Put your cocaine in
Florida.
the
right.
sharks and then send the sharks up
Is how you
the
guys fill
coast.
the time up when you have two people in the
what
audience?
could go wrong with that plan? Nothing could go wrong with that
And
plan.
then you catch them in another country.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
All right, we're never
That's
letting you
efficient.
guys pick from the board again.
I feel like that's your
great.
fault. You put that on
I
there.
know
put those
that.
on
I
there.
understand that, but it went bad.
Just for the record, you guys picked Rent a Human when it was your choice.
That's true.
All right, when we come to your show, we're going to throw those topics out
Actually,
at
it
you.
was
Can't wait.
me.
Can't wait,
I
can't
had
wait.
no idea what the hell that was.
Well, I hope you guys had fun. I know this. I don't
Yeah.
know. We're probably atypical compared to other podcasts you've been on. We don't talk about rent-a-humans or cocaine sharks.
You know what?
This is
It was
fun.
actually really cool being here, and I really want to thank you guys for inviting us.
Yeah, thanks
So
for
thank you so
having us.
much
It was really
for having
fun.
us here. That was really cool of y'all.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, we're very happy for it. It is the second half of the Dudes Like Us podcast. It's Tuesday, April 7th, 2026.
Still,
It's still. God bless.
Still for another
Any
couple
last
hours.
second things?
We're good.
Jeff's like, I'm ready to go to bed. God bless. Chuck, thank you for staying on top of stuff. Check us out on Dudes Like Us podcast on Facebook and Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and what was
Just-
the other one?
just
Is
wait
it
till you guys
Breitbart?
see-
MySpace,
Wait,
MySpace.
Foursquare.
That's perfect.
Foursquare.
Wait till you see the
Snapchat.
wait till you see the thumbnail of the thumbnail I'm going to create of our podcast. You're going to love it.
Can't
With
wait.
a shark?
It might be
Little
cocaine.
cocaine
It might
shark.
be cocaine shark. We'll
I
see.
don't know. I would
Sure.
put that on there with the people in the McKinney downtown.
We can't have this
community.
podcast get canceled just because we came on and wanted to talk about it.
Bless.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks, guys. Dudes Like Us. I'm Sean.
I'm Paul.
I'm Jeff.
I'm Jared.
I'm Vaughn.
This is Dudes Like Us.